So, we are going to be designing a super teeny tiny micro guardian farm in today's live stream. We were supposed to do this on the last Tech Tuesday, which was, last Tuesday. But we were working on the gravity block duplicator, which I actually just got out today. So, we're working on the thing now. Anyway, let's jump into it, shall we? We just gotta do some stuff. I have a whole world dedicated purely to this. Guardian farm templates, even in red. That's how you know it's important. But how small are the guardians, though? They're micro. They're a new kind of guardian. This world is so old that I have to, update it. That's crazy. Tetanus warning for old rusty pipe? Yeah. Careful with that one. So yeah, I made this world specifically because I make so many guardian farms. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing for us today because all we need to do is just use this world. So basically this one is laid out so that I can make the tutorial way faster. It's got all the commands to drain the water, build up the walls, and build in the floor and all that stuff. Very convenient. Very convenient. Drops down the sand pillars. Because the tutorial for the beginning of the Guardian Farm is always the same, But anyway, today's Guardian Farm is going to be a little bit different. So normally there are 25 spots that Guardians can spawn at. As you can see, those spots are currently marked out with a piece of orange wool. The best block in the game. Groova approved. However, for the micro Guardian Farm, I have a couple of different goals in mind. I want it to be absolutely tiny. As cheap as you can get it. I want you to not have to clear any water. We're going to have it, send all the items and experience to a central player. So we're probably going to be standing either right here. And we're only going to use 4 of these spawning spots. Maybe we'll do, I don't know. I might make it so that if you feel like it, you can expand it to be 9. Because 9 is pretty solid. So we'll probably have the AFK spot be right above the center, because why not, right? That's just a good place to have it. And then we'll have these 4 as our main spawning spots, or these 4, any 4, it doesn't really matter. And then if you feel like expanding it, you could easily do 9, and that would give you, more than double the rates. So that is kind of the plan. We're not going to have an option for nether portals, because if people want nether portals, it's going to require a lot more redstone and just shenanigans. And you know what? I got 6 other Guardian Farm tutorials for that. So that's basically the idea there. First thing we're going to do, though, is go ahead and mark off all these extra ones. Also, is the water just extra clear today? I have RTX on, don't I? Apparently, I do not have... No, I don't. Okay, just crash the game. Cool. I do not have RTX on. Can confirm. Mangrove Tree Farm win. Soon. I wanted to get it out before 1.20 and then release another video after 1.20 that was just about, using that same farm for cherry trees. Get a dual video thing out of it. But I don't know if that's really going to work because closest I could get it out is Thursday, the 1st. And then, the update drops on the 7th. So that's less than a week. It will not be soon. I've said I wanted to get it out soon a bunch of times, and I have not gotten it out soon. It's just a really big tutorial. I just need to do it, really. Just need to do it. Just do it. That's all I got to do. But I have not just done it, which is my problem. Let's just go down by 30. Sea lantern. Yes, we're going to block off all these pillars. You'll have to do this for any Guardian Farm that you build. Because otherwise, you're going to get Guardians to spawn. And you only want them to spawn inside of your farm, I am Piggo. That is all I know. I'm doing pretty alright. Is this going to be small world only? Yep, that's the idea. I want this to be something that you could build on a realm or a server without, causing lag or issues. Because all the other Guardian Farms, they're kind of overpowered. And if you don't use them right, then you could, you know, severely lag out the game, either from just not collecting the XP orbs or letting guardians build up in the nether or whatever the case may be. So this one's going to be very resource light, like physical resources and also server resources. Why not change the command so it's -1? I could just do -2. I didn't think about that. I'm being stupid, that's why. Yeah, there we go. Thanks. Pointing out my stupidity already. This is why I need you guys here. This is why we only do farm designing on stream now. Anyway. The fun part is going to be making a guardian cell that doesn't require any, like, draining. I think we're going to mostly reuse the cell from the Ultra Guardian farm, because that one's got a really nice on-off switch with it. That's why we're here. Indeed it is! Okay, that is all the cells. Looking good. This is like a fantastic base. Can I turn on ray tracing? Is it going to work? Come on, game. It just crashes. Why? Pain and suffering. Pain and suffering. You banned working on the Guardian farm. Well, that's a great time to ban working on the Guardian farm. Right, let me... Oh no, I don't want to start another Minecraft. Hello, Manu. Okay, then. Why can't I do a ray tracing? Minecraft, what is your problem? I has ray tracing. I have... Oh, maybe it's the fogless pack. That might do it. Fogless is probably why the water looks the way that it does. It's actually such a nice pack to have, because you can see everything underwater. It's legitimately super nice. How we doing well. Game crash for 30 seconds of that. Yeah, so I still can't work on the Guardian farm for another 30 seconds. But I can gather the resources I need to work on the Guardian farm. We need pistons and redstone torches and repeaters and a lever and probably some blocks and maybe some glass. I don't really know what we need. I act like I do, but this is why it's a experimental live stream. What else do we need to build a Guardian farm? Oh, we might need a trident? Trident seems important. You know what? We'll do Impaling 3 Trident. Impaling 3 is really easy to get. We got a wardrobe change from Spectre. Welcome in. Do I have any fishy skins? I need... Oh, I got an oxalotl. What else have I got in here? Is Ijevin fish adjacent? He is a slime. I don't know. That's about the closest fish thing I got in here. Besides Casper, which is a sea snail. That's about all I got. Let's see. Yeah, no, I ain't got much. I got an oxalotl. Oxalotls aren't fish. Oh, pirate. That's close enough. Close enough to fish. Swimming with the fishies. Sleeping with the fishies. Eating the fishies. It's all great. I actually really like this skin. It's pretty great, isn't it? Little pirate hat. Right then. So let's design our guardian cell. This is always the thing that takes the longest, really. So the guardians should be able to spawn in this exact block right here. So this is going to be where they're sitting. We're going to have a stair here so that we can turn on and off of these cells to help reduce lag. We'll put some blocks around this. We need to have our piston right here so that we can, you know, prevent that water from flowing. We're gonna need our packed ice as well, because we want to actually get those resources to the player. And then we'll need a trapdoor too. Right then, and then we can just have some glass right here and a couple of pistons like this. And then we're actually above the water layer, so we should be good. Difficulty hard. Game rule do mob spawning true. Let's see if we can get ourselves a guardian in there. If we're like super duper lucky, maybe we'll do the thing. Do the thing! It's at the right level, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's just like 2 blocks down. That's why The orange is where they are. Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay, well, we need to fix it a little bit. Our prototype farm has some leakage. And I don't have any ultra strength. By the way, if you're a creative player and you do like, if you have like a whole creative world, always give yourself strength like a bajillion. It is so nice for getting rid of unnecessary mobs. Like, you will not regret it. It is just legitimately nice. I think we'll need to place in blocks in all these areas. And then place in blocks in all these areas, just to drain out like a little bit of the water. And then that in there should be, yeah, there we go. Oh, you know what? We don't even need the stair, because the piston can be waterlogged. Huh. I didn't even think about that for the main tutorial. We just like saved 24 stairs from the main tutorial. That's crazy. I don't think it matters if these ones are waterlogged. And also, we're only gonna have one piston here. And there we go. That's gonna be our trident killer. So we're gonna have a redstone line that's gonna power this. I don't have my redstone resources on. What does the pink diamond mean? It means that you're VIP because you're former staff, mister. By the way, you lost that role in the main Discord, didn't you? No, you still have it. Okay. Because it's not a persistent role. That had to be 4 below the surface. Nope, just 2. Just 2, and that gives you maximum stuff. So when comparators read signal strength, how do you tell the strength? By how much redstone dust they power out the front of it. So like, if this is the front of the comparator, depending on how much it powers, that's the signal. Or you can send it into the side of another comparator. They're kind of complicated if you don't know what they're doing. Right, so we need a repeater off of this on 4. And then redstone torch there, and then we just need a redstone dust going down. So we will need to have it like this, I guess. I'm kind of overthinking it because this piston could actually be waterlogged. All you need to do is put a block right there. There we go. So whenever this piston is like, you know, continuously activating, let's get ourselves a little clock going in here. So we're gonna have one central clock in the middle of the farm, just like the Ultra Guardian farm, because it's only a few cells, whatever. So whenever this one is powered, it's going to be killing the Guardians, and then it's going to be retracting that piston, letting the water flow, and allowing the Guardians to spawn in. Now, I don't think we want this guy to actually be waterlogged, so what I'll tell the people is just get yourself a bucket and take the water out of there. There we go, because you can just click on that with a bucket. That'll do it. Easy. And then, yeah, you don't really want that to be making a bunch of particles. I don't think it's supposed to make particles, but either way, that's just like unnecessary lag. Right then, so I think that's about as simple as it gets. We could actually put that redstone right there and then get rid of all that stuff. And then that makes it even simpler. Simplicity! I like it. This is actually getting pretty easy. Well, stream's over, everybody. Let's go home. Farm's done. We do need to do rate tests. We need to tie it all together. We need to build multiple of these cells. We need to figure out the ice stream. And a couple of other bits and bobs. So still a little bit of work to do on it. But yeah, that's the nice thing about, oh my god, it fits within a default structure block. Amazing. Yeah, that's the great thing about like micro tutorials, is they take like no time. Micro. Boop, and then that just goes like literally right here. There we go. Easy. You'll probably want to kill the Elder Guardians. Maybe. It's just a suggestion. You don't have to. It's just a suggestion, man. I'm your best friend. No, you're my best friend. Circuit, hello there. Also, Anonymous, thanks for gifting a sub to Manu. Much appreciated. Hopefully you're doing great tonight, Mr. Anonymous. We got Koala Bear, thank you for the follow. And Duvan, thank you for the follow as well. Assassinations, welcome back for 2 months. Hello there. They can glitch through glass. They'll be fine. Yeah, we might need to put like an extra block right there. Yeah, they should be fine. The only time that they might glitch out of here is then there's a guardian like that just spawned in and then we turn it off and then maybe they'll get pushed out. I don't know. We'll see. Probably want 2 with the ice other side. Yeah, we might make these ones face the opposite direction so that they're going towards the center. But what I kind of want to do is have it so that you can't expand this farm. So instead of just doing 4 cells, you could do 9 if you wanted to. Or you could do the whole thing. I mean, if you really felt like it. It really would be the simplest guardian farm. You could expand it to be the whole thing. Shoosh. Yeah, another guardian farm on the channel. Let's go. Right, so doing the water streams is probably going to be the most painful part. Right then, we could just have it be like this. Amimir, welcome back for 21 months. I still don't know how to say your name, but thank you so much for supporting the channel for like 2 years. Tell me how to say your name. Because I don't know. We could put our next water stream just like right here. It doesn't really matter, right? Doesn't really matter where we have it. Oh, is that waterlogged? It is. How dare it? Yeah, so how do we want to actually build up the water streams? Building these in survival might be kind of a pain. But basically, you're going to have to build up walls around them. Which could be out of glass if you wanted to. But, you know, we're trying to keep things cheap here. Trying to keep it cheap. ear. Amamir? Okay. That's fair enough. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I can do that. 2 years in, I'm finally learning your name. That's great. Oh, jeez. I can't even pronounce Levi properly. No, I can't. But I do that on purpose, just to upset you. So it's all good. Right then, how's that look? Would you consider that to be a U shape or an H shape? Can't get your name right. You know what? I can only learn one new name per stream, okay? So, stop it. You. It's got these little things down here. It's definitely an H. It's definitely an H, everybody. Okay, listen. If it was like this, right, then it would be a U. See, that's definitely a U. We can all agree on that. But because it's got these little things, it's an H. It's just the bar is very, very low. A fancy U. Oh, yeah. Okay, it could be like one of those, you know, medieval U's with like the fancy lettering and stuff, but not. It's an H. I'm sorry that you're wrong. Right, so what's the best way to do this? The best way might be just getting a sponge, honestly. Because otherwise you'd have to like swim through these water streams. I don't feel like people are going to want to do that. Sideways eye. Oh, there we go. Coming in here with the hot takes. I like it. Spicy. Or it's a C, and it's got the little things right there. I'm just trying to work through how you would build this in survival. Because that seems, you know, fairly important. If I want to do a tutorial on it. So sponge there. Why didn't that drain the trapdoor? Oh, it did. Okay. Well, never mind. It's just a bug. Moving on. But yeah, one sponge every few blocks. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. That one's already got guardians in it. Woo! No, my fish died. Sadness. Polly, welcome in for 19 months. How are you doing tonight? Also, we got Jigger right with the raid. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. I'm self-conscious about saying all the names wrong tonight. As I should be, because I say all the names wrong. But also, the internet has just made it so that humanity needs to invent a bunch of weird names. What even is a silent whisper anyway? Oh, that should be fine. You know what? I think we're gonna have the bubble column like over here. We could probably have the bubble column be like right there actually. One bubble column. Can I not select all this? Thank you. Yeah, we could probably get away with having it literally right there. All the items would just go over. Hopefully they don't get stuck on this piece of glass, but we'll see. I'm extremely good at butchering names. It is one of my specialties. One of my best traits as a human being. Sand, dirt, and shovel. Oh yeah, that would do it too. Yeah, okay, that's a fair option. Honestly, you could just leave the paths open like this. I was gonna do it so that you could, you know, put your glass back in here and then remove your blocks. But, you know, we could leave it open. It would save blocks if you just covered it up though. Your name is easy. It is, because, okay, thank you, the Dark Odd One, for putting underscores in your name. More people on the internet need to learn how to just put some spacers between the words. That way you can actually read the name, right? I am too guilty of this, but at least everybody gets my name. Everybody just thinks there's an H in my name, which is, you know, there should be. But there isn't. Oh, that actually lined up pretty well. Okay, so hopefully this actually all just works. We could even use these like blocks here as the redstone line. Underscores are just rated. You have 2 underscores in your name. You're not that creative. Okay, so it's kind of weird, right? I mean, on the internet, you can't have... I actually turned down my volume like a minute ago, so that jump scare did not get me. On the internet, like, you can't have the same name as someone else if you're on the same platform. Discord just moved away from this as well. So, like, if, you know, Twitter, for example, you can't have 2 identical names, which is for the best. Like, for real, it's for the best. But that makes it so that you either gotta have something really unique, something misspelled, something extremely lucky that you got it, or... Is that waterlogged? I think it is. Or you gotta have a bunch of number, letter, spam at the end of it, just to make it count. Because basically every name is taken. You're still disappointed from the title. You were expecting a farm for tiny guardians. Guardians are tiny. Look at them. Look at them go. They're tiny. Took me a while to get this name. Fair enough. Brib. How's that? I still don't know how you expect me to say your name. Right then. I think we're good to go. Maybe we should tie together the redstone lines. I don't know how to tie that together. Look at that, easy. I guess we'll just put a block right there. And the signal strength actually reaches? If it was 1 block over, it would. Okay, fair enough. I never said this thing was going to be pretty, by the way. Not too shabby. It's short for Big Radio Wannabe? Oh, okay. I literally would have never guessed that. Are we gonna make a tutorial for this? Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the whole point. Technical Tuesdays is usually where we mess around with a new idea or concept for a farm and then make a video out of it. At some point, TM, in the future. Right, so we need to figure out where the player should actually AFK at. Armor stand. It's a hard thing to spell, okay? Don't judge me. We're gonna go 24 blocks above the center spawn spot. All right, I forgot you can't do this while you're flying. There we go. How's that? Not far enough up. We'll go over and then we'll just like lower down. It's easier to lower an armor stand than it is to raise it. Well, it looks like we need to lower it by like 6 blocks. Still need the redstone clock. Yeah, I want to maybe do that at the AFK spot. Okay, we can get another block out of that. That's where I'd feel safe lowering it to. We could probably get 1 more block out of it, but I feel like that's probably about good. Also, we should probably have a block here on the corners just to avoid glitchiness. I don't know if we need a block where the structure block goes. You know what? Why not, right? Why not? Avoid a little bit of glitchiness where you can get it. Is that all good? Cool. So this is going to be the AFK platform. What's this at? 87? Sure, why not? Actually, I want to make that out of glass so I can see what's going on. Boop, right here. Right then, so where's the bubble column going to be at? Right here. Yeah, I actually just made a video on that today, Jordan. You can see that on youtube.com/SilentWhisperer. In case you didn't get your notification, because you definitely are subscribed and you got notifications turned on, right? Definitely. You wouldn't not be subscribed, right? You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Not Jordan. But yeah, it turned out pretty alright. There might be better ways of doing it. Like, I had the concept after I posted the video of, like, maybe we could put those falling blocks next to another portal, and maybe that would do something. I don't know. There's certainly more concepts to play around with there. But we got something that works. We got something that's reliable, so I'm pretty fine with that, you know? It's gonna get patched so quickly anyway. It's literally like, I think it's the easiest duplication glitch to fix ever. Because all you need to do, here you go, Mojang, I can fix your game for you. All you need to do is make it so that falling gravity blocks break when they land on a drip leaf or a boat. Simple. Easy. The redstone came back. That's great. Yeah, it's literally so easy to fix. Just make it so you can't have sand or whatever on top of a drip leaf. Bam. Fixed your game, Mojang. You're welcome. You're totally subscribed. Thanks, Salt. The old gravity block dupers, those were around for like a surprisingly long time. Like they actually were around for quite a while. So we'll see. We'll see. This one is just so easy to fix, though. I mean, like, come on. Mojang is taking a much more swift approach to bringing justice to bugs in Bedrock Edition. So I wouldn't really expect it to be around for that long. Let's get a repeater right here and just do it like that. Easy. Oh, we can't have the redstone right here. Hold up, we can fix this. Just move it over by block. Bam, solved. And then, yeah, we need to get a clock in here somewhere. See, that's not exactly how Minecraft works, so, like, bug fixing, like, you fix the bugs when you get the chance to. Just because they fix something on Bedrock doesn't mean they're also going to fix it on Java at the same time. There's a lot of bugs on the list for both platforms that need to be fixed. And they're sorted, like, with priorities and stuff, so. Yeah, quite a bit goes into it, really. Okay, so that should be all good for our first test of the farm, I believe. Is that water actually flowing to the side? It is. We should get items over here. I don't think we're going to pick up any items, but we'll see. And the rates of this should be, hold up, let me do some math real quick. Where's my last Guardian Farm tutorial at? YouTube Studio. What does the Ultra produce? What does the Ultra produce? Because I already forget the rates of that. Because videos come in one ear, they get made, and then they go out the other ear. 73,000 items an hour. Right then. Let's bust out the calculator. So 73,000, divide that by 24 spawning spaces for that farm. That gives you 3,041 items per spawning space. So then we'll times that by the 4 that we have, and that should be 12,166.6666666667 items per hour, which is rather precise. But yeah, that should be pretty good. I'm sure we're gonna have a couple issues with these water streams. I don't think this is really gonna work out, but we'll find out. And then this might also be a bit weird because I think the items are gonna flow to that corner right there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we'll just get super lucky and it'll be fine. But yeah, we'll probably have a couple items getting stuck somewhere and we'll need to redo these water streams. We might need to like move this whole bridge back a couple blocks, and we might need to move the bubble elevator. But regardless of all that shenanigans, let's go ahead and build up ourselves a clock. And we want off to be the default state. So we'll just put it out here for now. And then we can actually have that on 2 because it doesn't actually affect your rates due to the damage cooldown. And if we go up here, we should see 4 guardian beams. Oh, it doesn't reach. Well, I guess that would do it. That's 1 block short. Sadness, man. That is 1 block away from greatness. Okay. Sadness. It was almost perfect. I guess I could have just moved that clock over by block. Did I turn off mob spawning? I don't think I did. Survival mode? It doesn't really matter what game mode you're in. Right then, we got coordinates, fire, TNT, respawn, natural regeneration. Keep inventory, mob spawning, mob griefing, entity. Are we in hard mode? Yeah. Where's my guardians? We're definitely getting mobs spawning. They won't attack you in creative. Yeah, they still shoot the beams at you. Because you're attacking them. It's weird. Oh, there we go. It's a bit slower. So there goes the items. And then it comes right on up. Are we going to pick up any items? Nope, they go right in the chest. With my repeater. Don't need stairs. What else don't we need? Probably don't need that. I think we need just about everything else, though. Guardians took their day off. Yeah, it's going to be a lot slower than, you know, a 24 sal, of course. But the concept is here. Okay. XP negative 1,000. That's 10,000. Can I give fine? Oh, negative 100 level. I forgot the L. There we go. I don't know why the experience command is different from every other command, because every other command you have to actually target a player first and then do the levels. But not the experience command. It's weird. First wardrobe change. Thank you, Dark. Let's go ahead and switch over to something that's not a pirate. What do we got? I need something that's fishy or fish related. Not that one. First birthday skin pack. Come on, give me a fish. There wasn't even fish in Minecraft in this update. Hold up. None of these guys. Oh, there's a. Oh, here we go. It's wearing a guardian. That counts. Guardian Steve. Beautiful. Wow, guys, 4 levels. So exciting. What's my name? My name is Silent Whisper. How are you doing? Jack, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. We also got R Flowers. Thank you for the follows. And Helic, welcome in. Do I have a Dadcraft hat in Truly Bedrock? I don't think so. Okay, so the rates so far are measly. Would a double Trident Killer really even help at this rate? I don't think it would. I think we'll have to expand it to 9. Get to level 30 in infinity time. My name is Tony. Tony's a fine name. Wait, with 2 N's? Is that Tawny? Tawny. Is Tawny a guy's name? I don't know. I guess it is. I prefer Tawny. Why are they spawning so slow? Because this is how fast they normally spawn, but normally you have, like, you know, you're normally using all the spawn spots. Whee! Cool, let's get in the rest of the other spawn spots. Just gonna move this back over a block. That way we can have this back to where it belongs. That way it looks nice and clean right there. So no items were getting stuck anywhere, right? Not that we really had any items to get stuck. What I should probably do is like speed up the game a little bit, and then we can do a bit more of a rate test on it. Spawns are slow because Bedrock. What's really nice about Bedrock Edition is that we have these structure spawns at all. Like, these spawn spots are legitimately so very nice in every way. If it weren't for these, we would have legitimately horrible farms for a majority of things. You know what? We probably want to do a reverse sell for this one. So let's go ahead and design that real quick. I'm the best Piggo. No, you. Are you a Piggo? Raid farms would be a beast to build. Oh, they would be so horrible. Java raid farms are crazy, though. Have you guys seen Java raid farms? Like, you don't even need a pillager outpost. You just get bad omen from, like, magic? I don't know how they work, but they don't work like Bedrock. Darker Square, welcome in, and thank you for the raid. Let's see. Yeah, basically just swap it around like that. It really is that easy. We'll need to get a sponge in there at some point, but that's not my problem right now. Get rid of that, put in our impaling trident. And then that's the spawn spot, so. Yep, still fits within there. This is gonna be our left-handed cell. Cool. 1, 2, 3, and bam. Okay, yeah, this should be extremely easy to wire up. Because all we need to do is send it into the side of this. They pull Bad Omen out of their pocket. Yeah, it's basically magic. So on Java, you can have like basically an infinite raid farm. You just go there with Bad Omen one time. And then on Java, there's also levels to Bad Omen. Like, you can get Bad Omen 3 or whatever. And apparently, like, depending on your level of Bad Omen, you get a different kind of raid. It's kind of interesting. We just don't have anything like that on Bedrock. It's all dependent on difficulty. You get Bad Omen, you start a raid. Depending on your difficulty, bam, you get a raid of whatever. It's a little bit weird. It works fine when it does work. They're always changing it. They're always changing something about raids for no good reason, and it's never in parity. And it's quite strange. Right, we're gonna do a 5 wide intersection here. Like that and that. And then that should be fine. Good thing for content, though. I guess. I don't really like making the same farm over and over again. He says, having made X number of guardian farms. I forgot that we had to connect these two cells. This music that's playing right now is the same as the intro. Because apparently Argo Fox is on Pretzel Rocks now. Now go change iron farms. Yeah, change iron farms, Mojang. I need to make a new iron farm tutorial. It would be so good for the channel if they broke iron farms. It'd be crazy. Because those always get like 1 million views. It's stupid. I mean, it's great. Please, Mojang. See, if I worked at Mojang, I'd be breaking these iron farms every update, man. Couldn't stop me from breaking them. I choke. If I worked at Mojang, there might actually be some real parity happening. For once. We'll see. Oh, it's not lined up. Oh, it looks ugly. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I'm not really that sorry. If I worked at Mojang, we might happen to just forget about some bugs. Some bugs might just fall through the cracks. Like, I don't know. I put it on the list, I swear, boss. It was there. I mean, you know, blame Google. I think we might have been hacked. I mean, you know, what can I say? There's some really fun stuff out there. It doesn't need to be fixed. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Hey, look at that. It produces ink as well. That's great. Right then. So we're going to move this water stream over by a couple blocks. And then we'll have to change up that other intersection. There's still a line right here. You see that? Weirdness. Oh, it's like there. Okay, so there's a black line right here, or like a darker line, but it's not where the blocks were, because the blocks were here and there. Is it just a water issue? Oh, it's just a water issue. Weird. Okay. I don't know why the furnaces are still giving us experience. Honest, yeah. Okay, for real though, Furnace XP glitch got a little bit out of hand there at the end game. It was a bit much. It was a bit much. Oh, this is totally broken. This is not gonna work. Unless we do it like this. And just hope that the items like magically get where they're supposed to belong. Cool. Because for a while there, at the end, you could just click items in your third slot, and if you set up an auto clicker with like 1 millisecond delay with a stack of scrap, you could get like 1,000 levels in like a couple minutes. It was stupid. So yeah, needless to say, that bug kind of served its time. Served its time well. You know what? That's not gonna work either. Hold up. Hold up just a minute. You shouldn't sleep at 4 a.m. You should go to bed earlier. Jeez, Levy. We'll see you later. Have yourself a good one. Next time I build a guardian farm, we'll get 1,000 levels. It's pretty easy to get 1,000 levels with guardian farm. Right then. Well, that should just about do it, I think. We gotta wire them up. Wire them up, of course, but it's not a big deal. Oh, hell, the furnace. I love that we still have that emote. Best emote. Best emote on Twitch. Right, that's not gonna be redirected like that. Let's go ahead and just power that so we can see what the redstone's doing. Do I know how easy way to separate items from experience and water stream? Yeah, there's a few simple ways of doing it. I forget exactly how to do it right this moment though. Because experience orbs float more than items or something, so you can use that to your advantage. I mean, you can also just like put a hopper minecart underneath the water stream and then grab all the items that way. That's totally reasonable as well. Totally reasonable. Let's see. I guess we'll just run this across like this. And then we'll have the same redstone approximately on both sides of the farm. Because, yeah, it lines up there. So it's somewhat symmetrical, at least. That's good. This middle line is definitely not symmetrical because we have a repeater right there. But we kind of need that there. Unless we want to do something ugly. Where am I from? I'm from Oregon. You almost had it right. It's the other O state. Oregon, the state of rain. 370 days of rain per year. You might ask, how's that even possible? Well, come to Oregon, you'll find out. Right then, I think that this is all good to go. Is that water in there flowing? It is. Right, because this is actually supposed to be off right now. So, is this all working? All the redstone torches should be on when the farm is off. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. I mean, look how easy that is to build. There's like no water draining. I mean, okay, sure, you gotta have like a couple sponges for the water streams, but that's not a big deal. Do I live in Gravity Falls? There's like 4 people referencing Gravity Falls in like one row. I tried getting into Gravity Falls. I watched like the first couple episodes of it, but I don't know. It didn't engage me enough, I guess. I'm not a gravity faller. I didn't fall for it. It didn't suck me in. I just didn't find it very attractive. It got away from me. Love Gravity Falls. Apparently, it's a really good show. I think I only watched like the first 3 episodes or whatever. I only watched 3 episodes. You can't cancel me for that. It's a children's cartoon. Probably. Okay, there we go. Now we should be getting significantly more stuff. And see, we're in creative. They're shooting the laser beams at us. It's just very strange. Very, very strange. Very, very strange indeed. Okay, it looks like maybe the items will actually work right there. We should replace that block of piece of glass. Okay, look at this. Now it's actually really, really working pretty well. Oh, you know what? We're kind of getting the experience orbs to go underneath that hopper right there. I don't know if that's a problem. Apparently not. They're just going underneath the hopper. I mean, that's one way to sort your experience from your items. Use the literal player to collect the experience orbs as the items go by. Should we change that? I don't think there's a way to change that besides standing further away. No, hold up. Stand further away. Why are you still following me? Bro, they're very attracted to me. It is very frightening. Right then, so all 9 of the cells are on, right? Seems like it. Also, maybe what it was is there might have been guardians like that spawned in the cells while we had it turned on for a while, so there's like a big buildup of them. Because now we're not really getting much. Oh, you know what it is? There's a weird thing with guardian farms where if you have a solid block above the spawning spot, it's actually like a lot quicker. Something to do with surface or cave spawns or something. I don't know. But yeah, that should legitimately help us out. Yeah, that like helps the rates quite a bit. Allegedly. I don't know why it'd be a cave spawn though. I mean, I think structure spawns are just a little bit different in general in Minecraft. Like they're not actually surface spawns or something. So it helps if you have a solid block above them. And it might be that way purely so that guardians are more likely to spawn inside of the ocean monument than outside of it. Because if it weren't that way, then you would never get any guardians to spawn inside the ocean monument. They would all spawn like on top of it, outside of it. Which kind of makes sense. Should you build this one or the one from 6 days ago? Well, if you want like a full scale, omega, super duper guardian farm, then that's the one to build. Build the ultra. But if you're like immediately early game, just start a new world, or if you're planning on starting a new world, then this will be the one for you. Let's do a peaceful wipe. Could you do leaves and get both? Leaves just blocks light, so you get surface spawn. That's why we use it as the roof on mob farms. See, it seems like they're spawning in waves, because, like, we get a whole bunch. This seems like a lot, doesn't it? I mean, if there's a constant flow of experience in the water stream, I think that is considered a lot. But then, once all these guys die, it's like nothing. Nothing happens. Garden farm and squid farm together? Yeah, I would highly recommend it. So basically, anywhere that you're going to be spending time or AFKing, you should build multiple farms there. That way you're getting the maximum time for your effort. And if it's something that you don't need to hold a looting sword for, like if it's a non-mob farm, you build an AFK fish farm. AFK fish while you're using your squid farm or your crop farms or whatever it might be. Basically, you want to get maximum efficiency out of your AFK time because you are spending money to AFK. You're burning electricity. You're burning the planet, literally. You are destroying our only living planet. So you may as well get some use out of it, right? May as well make the most of it. Okay, seems like it's mildly working now. 26 levels. We should probably do a timer on it, but that's not a bad amount of stuff. The ink isn't actually legit, I don't think, because that was from a squid that we killed earlier. Although, we can probably still get squids in these water streams. I don't know if they can spawn in flowing water or not. I think they might. I'm not sure. Talking about to get dark prismarine? Yeah, may as well. Build a squid farm too. Because you will need it for that dark. Yeah, always build an iron farm. You always need more iron. If you don't need it, trade to villagers. Easy trade. Right then, well, there isn't much to show right now. We're just kind of waiting to see if this thing actually does the job. There's a few places that we can make some improvements, I believe. The redstone line is a little bit ugly. I also want to move the on-off switch. Otherwise, it seems like the bubble column in that location actually does work fine. Are we having any items get stuck anywhere? Doesn't seem like any are getting stuck right there, so that doesn't matter. We can also go ahead and just cover up these water streams with like a single line of blocks. That might look a little bit nicer. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's a problem. Experience and items are getting stuck here. That's purely because I forgot to put in a water source right there. So that should be fine. Ooh. Not fine, apparently. Allegedly. That should be fine. 5 blocks? Okay, that one worked out. I don't know. We'll have to test it again, see more items get stuck there. Seems like we're all good in this area. I really am surprised that no items get stuck right here. This seems like where all the items would get stuck. Oh, we actually have a few items getting stuck in there. That's because I don't think I drained it. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. We're powering. Okay. We're powering the trapdoors. That would do it. And also, there is legitimately just a water source in there. So that would ruin everything. I see. I see. We'll probably just end up putting a slab right there. Slab would be fine. And then is that happening over here? It's not. It's just that one. We don't need that block there. That one's only got one source of water in it. And then it goes away. That one goes away. And that water goes away too. Okay, so it's just that one. Everyone loves spawner farms. Spawner farms are so bad unless you get like a quadruple spawner, in which case it's pretty all right. Or a double blaze spawner. Double blaze can be good. Oh yeah, this is not made to be the Omega mob farm. The Ultra is designed to be, you know, the Ultra Guardian farm. This is made to be like the super basic one. So yeah, Ultra is always going to produce more items. This is made for like beginner Minecraft. Just started a new world. Want to get some good farms going. Don't have a bunch of resources or time. Does everything look good? You guys notice anything? Triple spawn is pretty good. This one's missing a trident. Always good to double check that you got your tridents in there. So there is still a bug in Bedrock Edition where tridents can just like fall down for no good reason. And that kind of affects like every trident killer. There's not much you can do about that. At least with this one, they're gonna fall like, you know, pretty obviously. Why is there granite? Oh, it's an ocean ruin that generated. Huh. On top of a monument. I've done like 7 tutorials in this world. Never noticed that. Yeah, exactly, Kaz. That's kind of the idea. I want to do a lot more like early game, simple and efficient farms. So, yeah, if there's 2 of them in there, one of the Guardians is going to push the other one away from the Trident Killer. But that's not a long-term problem. Because as soon as the first one dies, the second one goes in there. Okay. Now that we fixed those minor issues, let's see what we got going. I still don't think we're going to get ink. Unless the squid spawns. Skull Catalyst based Skull Block Farm. Yeah, that's probably the one thing that you might consider using it for. I still need to make a Skulk Farm. I don't know why I haven't done that. They're like not that difficult. Yeah, spawner farm for that would be fine. Catalysts are also pretty good for destroying experience. So for example, in gas farms, like my most recent one, you might want to destroy that experience. It will just like go away on its own, but if you're on a low-end device, it doesn't hurt. If we could collect mob spawners, that would be insane. I would not be upset about that. I think that would be a great feature because they're pretty hard to find. Like in vanilla, unless you're using chunk base or something. Like you're not really gonna stumble across them. So if we can pick them up, maybe make it cost like a piece of netherite, whatever. You can make it expensive. You make it like a little mob spawner carrier. You can pick it up, and then as soon as you place it down, your carrier breaks. And it saves the mob type. I would collect every single one of them, and I would have a huge array of like, you know, 50 of them. That's right, I would spend 50 netherite ingots to have 50 mob spawners around me. It would be crazy. It'd be so good. We ain't getting no spawns. Did I do something wrong? We're getting the occasional spawn. I mean, I guess 73,000 per hour. This is 9, so let's do a little bit of a calculator. It's calculator time. Oh yeah. Calculator time. 73,000. Divide that by your 24. You pretty much can calculate it this way, roughly anyway. Times that by 9. This should be 27,000 items an hour. And I don't feel like it is. $27,000, divide that by 60. We should be getting like 500 items in a minute. That's like 4 stacks a minute. 28. No, that's like 8 stacks. So what's the problem? What's the problem? Oh. Bro, we're on Sim 8. That'll do it. Yeah, we got tons of mobs spawning everywhere around us. That'll do it. Okay, yeah, okay. Now our rates are going to be crazy. A little bit of a derp. Yeah, I forgot. So this world has to be on Sim 8, the tester world anyway. See, now they're spawning like crazy. Okay. The world has to be in Sim 8 just so I can clear out this whole, you know, 58 by 58 area of water and let these pillars fall in, because the fill commands don't work in unloaded chunks. So that's why I had to turn it up. But yeah, see, there we go. Now it's working. If you are playing on Sim 8, you're gonna have to AFK, like, you know, a lot higher. There we go. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. Hold up, let's get rid of all this garbage. This is nasty garbage. We don't need none of this. So 27,000 an hour is 4 times hopper speed. 918. It's 3 times hopper speed. So we need to change up our storage a little bit. But yeah, here we go. Like, this is pretty decent now. Yeah, see, it's getting filled up. Another wardrobe change. Thank you, True Pat. I like it. What should we wear this time? I don't know, man. I'm not wearing dye right. You can't make me wear dye right. I really like how, like, the hair is over the shoulder. It makes the sheep look like it's seen some things. Oh, is it gas? I don't know why they made the skin pack. This is like the laziest birthday skin pack. Like, 4th birthday, let's just make some different shirts. Meanwhile, like, 1st birthday, they got, like, custom models. They got, like, crowns. They're, like, you know, doing crazy things. This dude's see-through. Got the literal ender. He's got tails. I'm doing the ender dragon. Oh, never mind. Yeah, 4th birthday is just lazy. 1st birthday is epic. I look horrible. Am I wearing lipstick? I'm wearing lipstick. Princess. Right then. So this is pretty solid, I think. 45 levels. You can see that they actually do spawn in quite a bit quicker now. Dragon one is cool. I think it's pretty cool too. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's actually like a cape. Bro, tell me. Tell me it does. Tell me it does. It doesn't do the elytra. Missed opportunity. Ah. But yeah, I mean, they actually move. I'm so impressed. Missed opportunity, though. Missed opportunities. Disappointment. Doesn't do the wings. What's even the point of having dragon skin with dragon wings if you can't have the dragon wings? I'm so sad right now. How do I turn this off? This is surprisingly remarkably good. I mean, if you have this many items coming up here, I think you're going to be happy with the amount of resources it takes. We're going to go ahead and do a 4-cell test. You know, thinking Elytra's existing with the Pokemon. Well, you know what? Elytra's been in the game for like 8 years. They haven't had time to fix it. Past time they fixed my Elytra skin. I reserve the right to be extremely disappointed. Is that actually stuck right there? Yes, it is. Okay, so I need to redo that. Oh, that one actually has an item stuck in there. You know what? That's probably because I killed a guardian right as I turned it off. That seems reasonable. If it landed on top of the trapdoor, that'd be more concerning. You know what? Same thing probably happened there. Yeah, I think I killed a guardian right when I was getting done with it. That seems fine. If we do turn on the cell, it should let that item come out. Yeah. Go. Okay, totally fine. No problems. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. Right, so we need to move up this water stream by a block. We need to move it this direction. Again. That way we can remodel this water stream and have it actually function and not lose experience orbs. Just go to Bedrock Trace and give it the thing that turns the Elytra texture into dragon wings. Well, get out of here with your facts. You know what? If I wanted you to tell me how to play Minecraft, I would have asked you to tell me how to play Minecraft sooner, because I had no idea that that was the thing. And I'm definitely not downloading it right now. And I'm definitely not installing it in a new version of Minecraft right now. And we're definitely not playing with that right now. Guys, nothing happened in the stream. We built a whole new Guardian farm. Quartz, early game material. Obviously, yeah, of course. Subscriptions. Nothing happened. Of course. There we go, boys! That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Let's go. Why is it only 1 pixel thick? Come on, Bedrock Tweaks. You can do better than that. Rawr. I'm a wagon. Be afraid. Oh, there's a sheep. War. There we go. Now I'm a dragon killing sheep. Like all good dragons. Gotta kill a sheep. Or... Is this better than your previous design? It's not intended to be. Previous design is intended to be the Ultra Omega Guardian Farm. This is intended to be the early game starter beginner Guardian Farm. We just need to move it back by block. That's all we need to do. Yeah, the Ultra is the best one that I have. I mean, it wouldn't be called Ultra for nothing, right? But yeah, it's cheaper, it's simpler, it's more reliable, and it is easier to build than any of the other ones. That's the idea. Anyway. Right, we're gonna need to expand this so that it's the same on both sides. Yeah, quartz is so easy to get early game. I use quartz for all my tutorials because it's like such a nice and clean block, and it's incredibly easy to count. So if you like pause the video, it's got these lovely lines on it. It is so good. I mean, you know, I could use like the stone or whatever. Smooth stone. I don't know. It just doesn't look as nice. It's just not as nice. It looks dingy. And hey, maybe that's what you're into. I ain't gonna judge you, but I ain't building with it. Ever since they made it so you have to smelt down stone in a furnace to get that, I've just vetoed that block entirely. I have not used it. The smooth stone slabs are so nice, but why do we have to smelt? We used to be able to just craft it directly. If I worked at Mojang, that'd be the first thing I'd change. Like, bro, let's get rid of this stupid smelting recipe because it's the stupidest thing. What can I say? I don't need any further justification besides the fact that it is indeed stupid. 3. Are we going out 4 on this side? No, we're going out by 3. Right, let's see how these items behave. Whee! It's a little ride. That's all it is. I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm talking about how I fixed the game over here. Oh, that's a good texture. Totally not gonna delete it as soon as I get done with the stream, though. Oh, we gotta move this out by block. There we go. That should be fine. Oh, then we're gonna move the clock out by a block as well, actually, because of course we do. The clock isn't even gonna end up living here. It's gonna move out. It's gonna get its own place. And it's never gonna do the dishes. You've only gained 4 levels after a shulker of goods because you have 200 levels. Fair enough. Yeah, it takes a long time to get XP at those ranks. You got AFK for a couple hours. Are we good? I think we might be good. Let's go ahead and turn on this just to make sure. All the repeaters should be on. This one's not. Okay. Yeah, we should be good then. We do need to redo the redstone at the top though. Or the storage rather. E type equals item. That's a whole screen full of stuff. Right then, so we need double speed sorting. Double. And then that'll more than keep up with our 27,000 items an hour. So double speed item sorting is actually really easy. Oh, there's no more arrows on this one. Basically, all you do is you have an arrow facing to the side, or a hopper facing to the side. This can transfer 9,000 items an hour, so that goes into there and gets transferred down. And then you have a hopper underneath it, and this is actually pulling out 9,000 items an hour. So this one's pulling items down from here, and this one's also pushing items to the side. 9,000 to the side, 9,000 down, bam, 18,000 into the chest per hour. And that's how you do math, kids. Now that's what I call a fun math game. Your 6-time shulker loaders being worked hard. Nice. Yeah, guarding farms are so OP. I need to make some new shulker tech since we have, like, you know, infinity shells now. I don't think you'll ever pick up items here. We might need to move the bubblecom out by a block. Or you'll just, like, I don't know, have a trapdoor right here. Trapdoor would actually be fine. I think you'd still pick up those items. Oh, you know what? Hold up. If we had the button right there, the items shouldn't have enough momentum to actually reach the player. They'll just get picked up by the hopper first. Yeah, this second hopper should never get filled up. This first hopper will definitely get filled up, but the second one should never get filled up. 9 times 4 is 34,000 items an hour. Yes, it is. This farm produces 27,000, so we are fully within the limits of our system here. Cool. I think we are good to go. Also, it's 36,000. 918.36. Right then, game mode S, we need to do our experience command. XP negative 100L. It takes a few seconds for the experience to reach you because it doesn't actually get propelled up by the bubble columns. That's just its natural floating speed. Oh, and it's still going underneath the hopper back there. You see it? Cool. Oh man, 12 levels already? Looking good. Looking good indeed. Oh, it's really cool when they're shooting directly up at you. I like that. kind of good. 24 levels. We've been going for like what? Less than a minute? Looking good. Okay, I think this farm is basically done then. Besides like maybe cleaning up the water streams to make it so that it's not split up like that, you know, just covering it up and removing these quartz blocks. It is a rape farm. I love the laser beams. It's such a good addition to Bedrock Guardian farms because like you just stand here and you get lasered. And also they like when they actually go through the... Oh, this dude's shooting... He's shooting spitballs at me. I was wondering what it was. I saw some like weird particles down there. I was like, hold up, that looks like Guardian trails. Or Shulker trails. Yeah, he must have gotten hit by the trident. Stream over now, bingo bongo! Basically. I mean, it is 87.7 degrees in my room right now. I am cooking. Don't let me cook, please. I am being fried. Is that time of year? I need to bust out my fan. It's that time of year where it's just like warmth. I'm glad I don't have like my old chair. Bacon. Bacon. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have my own chair. That one was so sticky because it had like the pleather everywhere and literally stick to it. This one's mesh. The arm things are like, I don't know what these are, but they're kind of sticky. So just don't touch the chair. That is so much experience for such a small farm. 42 levels already. Okay, let's see. Let's do a difficulty P, not dialogue, difficulty P. And you know what that means? Peaceful mode. We're gonna go and kill items and XP underscore orb. Because even Minecraft knows how to put underscores and things. We're gonna make it so that we only get 4 cells. So we'll break the redstone line here. We'll break the redstone line here. And then we'll break the redstone line here. That way we only have 4 cells functioning. And then I want to see how good this is. Emote S. Not dialogue, difficulty H. And then take away all my levels, please. This isn't so bad. No air conditioning. No air conditioning in this house. There's no duct work. I was thinking about that earlier. I don't know if we were gonna end up talking about it, but like, oh, jeez, so much housework to do. It's all so expensive too. It's probably gonna cost like $10,000 or more to get air conditioning and stuff installed. Stupid. If there was ductwork, it wouldn't be that bad because you just buy a heat pump and hook into it. But whatever. No ductwork though. Yay, have fun with that. I can't even get a ceiling fan in this room because the ceiling's too low. And they make ones that aren't like standard ceiling fans. They come in like a little, they're like boxed in or whatever. But they look so dumb. They're horrible looking. They're all ugly. Air conditioners are such a first world luxury though. They are. Well, I'm not really, honestly, to be honest, I'm not worried about air conditioning as much as I am about heating. Because there's no heating in this house either. There's like a wood stove. Mini splits, micro ducts. You still have to run it. I looked into a mini split. It wouldn't be enough. I have to get a whole heat pump. Oh, we're getting items stuck over there. Shenanigans. Is there a piece of water right there even? Also, you'll notice that we have 30 levels, even though we lost all that stuff down there. Can you please get out of my water stream? Right, so this still needs to be redesigned. 3 to that side, 3 to that side. It should be fine. Oh, it's because we don't have enough water right here. Right, we have to have that water there. Maybe we can push this water source over by a block. I don't know if that's gonna cause us issues. We'll have to see about that. I would like for it to be consistent, but we might not get that luxury. Yeah, normally I'm totally fine with a fan. I have my fan like right here. Gotta reach over. You can hear it angling. I just did not think to plug it in. Hey, refracting, welcome in. Yeah, wood stoves are honestly really, really good. Like, we've been pretty fine with the wood stove, but that was only after I redid all the insulation. I think once I re-insulate the attic, then we'll be pretty fine. Because I had to re-insulate the whole basement. The previous owners had insulation down there, but it was directly underneath the floorboards between the joists, and it was just capturing all of the moisture. You're not supposed to do it that way. So it was just dangling down. It was like rotten. It's fiberglass, so it itself can't rot, but all the dirt that it captures from air moving through it, that can get moldy and get disgusting. And then of course that caused a ton of mold all underneath all the floorboards and on the joists and the rim joist as well. So I had to tear all that out. I had to soda blast the entire basement ceiling to get rid of the mold, and then I had to paint everything with mold-proof latex paint. I think we might be getting some experience stuck there. Yeah, I gotta do a little bit of work to this water stream, I guess. Maybe what we can do is we can push out the water source a block on either side. That'll be fine. And then once I did all the painting, then I insulated the rim joists with expanding foam spray, and then your foam board, and then like R20 something fiberglass. So pretty solid. I still got to do the crawl space though. I've been putting that off because, you know, yay, fun crawl space time. If you don't have heat, won't your pipes freeze? The basement's actually, it stays pretty fine in the winter. At the winter, it's like 50-ish. It's not too bad. 45, 50-ish. And because pipes are under pressure, they don't freeze at 30. So water under pressure has to get colder in order to expand, because water expands when it freezes. So it has to get colder than 30. But it is PEX, so not that much colder, I guess. But yeah, it should be fine. We haven't had any issues with that. The previous plumbing definitely had some issues with that, though, because there was leaks everywhere. More mold. It was great. Is fiberglass the best or the cheapest? You thought wool's the best? I was looking at that. So there's rock wool as well. It's just significantly more expensive. Fiberglass is pretty fine, though. You get the fiberglass bats. I actually got like a whole roll of it. I had to cut it up a whole bunch. It was fine. Dante, thank you for resubscribing for 14 months. Welcome back. Any obvious reason not to be Java compatible? Because Java Edition does not use spawn spots. It uses, they could spawn anywhere in the entire bounding box. So yeah, this doesn't work on Java. Plumbing game. Water in pipes immediately freezes into packed ice. It's great. How does the house old? The mods are freezing in the winter? Nah, not too bad. But yeah, the wood stove is like fairly central. It's just hard to get that heat going around the whole house, you know. Why is there items stuck right there? Oh, right, okay, so it's getting too much momentum, so they're getting stuck underneath this block. That shouldn't be as big of a deal now that we kind of reduced the power of the water stream. We might also be able to move this out by a block. Reduce the power. Sandy knowing the spawn chunks in Bedrock. Spawn spots. Yeah, spawn spots. It's so useful. 1900 or 1960s, depending on the edition. Your house has got ages to it. I don't know when mine is just... Negligence is mostly the issue with this. Lots and lots of negligence. And maliciousness as well. Is that a word, maliciousness? Your house was built in 1983. You moved to a Gen X era neighborhood on purpose. Big backyards, no media rooms. Oh, nice. That seems pretty cool. I've been planting in the yard here. There's just a bunch of random saplings that were all growing up in horrible spots, like right next to the house. So I transplanted all those. Planted some cherry trees, some cherry blossom trees, because, you know, Minecraft update. Is this a gardening farm? It is. Yeah, we're testing a new one. A new micro gardening farm. This is only 4 spawn spots running right now, by the way. Look how much experience this is. This is legitimately pretty solid. Let's take away our experience. Like, it's not a ton of experience, but it's pretty good. For 4 spawn spots, it's literally just that one, that one, that one, and that one. All the rest of the farm, that's like not even doing anything right now. It's like, this is actually pretty good. Malice. Yeah. That's the word. Yeah, the place was cheap, but it's gonna need, it needs so much work. I've literally spent like 1,000 hours just cleaning and getting rid of stuff. Like all of last year, last summer. It's so much work last summer. The whole basement was like a whole thing. If you haven't seen it, my last video of 2022, truly Bedrock episode, I showed like what I've been doing to the house. It's a lot of stuff. Haven't really done much this year though. It's gonna be all pink wood. No, I'm not chopping down the cherry trees. The cherry tree is like a half inch in diameter. It's like a little sapling, okay? Be nice to it. You start tending carnivorous plants. You're not a plant person, which is great because they're not plants. Carnivorous plants are pretty cool. You got your Venus flytrap. Oh man, I used to have a Venus flytrap. I think it died. Yeah, it died when I had to travel a bit. But they regrow. The other spawn spots are blocked right now, so nothing can spawn there. There's no water, and the block is physically occupied by a piston, so no guardians can spawn in the other cells. Like it's a physical off switch, similar to the Ultra Guardian farm. Yeah, portal flicking is fine, but it's also a bug that is eventually gonna be removed sometime. It's also not as cool as the Guardian farm. Yeah. Rosa Frida, welcome back for 29 months. It's good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for nearly 30 months. 3 years you're getting close to. Crazy. Okay, I think this is looking pretty good. You guys see any other improvements that we can make? I mean, if you really felt like it, you could do all 25 spots like this. I'm not gonna stop you. It's not gonna be the same rates as the Ultra, because the Ultra has double trident killers. And if you do expand it to all 25, you'd have to move the AFK spot. And then you would lose the middle one. But yeah, just for 4 spots, like this is actually legitimately pretty good. And Rosa Frida gifted 5 subs to the community as well. Thank you. Welcome. Or say some thanks to Rosa Frida, Sub Lucky, Jalv, and Dragonflame, Liara, and Jordan. Very nice. Enjoy your gifted subs. Very nice. Okay. You guys got any fun projects planned for the summer? I don't. I'm trying to avoid housework. Oh my god, okay. If you know, you know, but I pulled another stupid recliner out of the backyard. The 3 that were back there. This one was completely decomposed though. It's just like the metal spring. I don't know, some sort of scissory thing. HVAC shopping, fun. Say sorry to your wallet. Brick path. That doesn't sound too bad. I could think of a couple places I could put one of those. Another, I know. You think, like, you pull 2 recliners out of the backyard. You're like, okay, that's enough, right? But no, then you find a third one. It's like hiding by underneath a bush. It's like there's a whole pile of just like random plants and stuff. I was digging around back in there. Found a whole pile of linoleum flooring. Just randomly. And I know where it went to as well. It's from the laundry room. Because there was 2 layers of linoleum flooring in there. 2! And half of the top layer was missing. And now I found out where that half layer went. It went to the backyard because yeah. Show the rates. We don't know the rates right now. Besides that it's not that bad actually for being a tiny little farm. We're gonna up it back to the 9 spawn spots. Because this is an expandable farm. You can make it really as big as you want, which is great. That might even be the title. It might be Expandable Guardian Farm. Because that seems like a good title. Do I live in a landfill? No, like I said, negligence. Negligence is the thing. There was so much crazy stuff in the yard here. So, fun fact, I think there's been at least 8 to 10 tons of garbage removed. Like, for real. Because I've filled 2 entire 20-yard dumpsters completely full of stuff. One of those was just the garage, and one of those was just the basement. And that's not even counting, like, all the other hundreds of trash cans that I've taken out. Mangrove Farm, soon. Did you, like, get something condemned? It should have been condemned, to be honest. Should have. It's a whole complicated situation. This is way better. Yeah, 9 spawn spots being way better than 4. Who would have guessed it? But yeah, you can see that we got a whole chest over there. Is this doing a thing over there? Oh yeah, it's all full of stuff. Cool. At least 1 acre. Yeah, there's quite a bit of yard. I'm not sure how much it is, but it's quite a bit. That's why I'm planting all these trees. I would like to, ideally. It would be great to have like some woods. You know, I think that would be great. Maybe a little pond for some frogs or something. That'd be cool, right? If the deer would stop eating all my saplings, then maybe in like 30 years I'll have a little bit of woods. Or I could just move. I guess that would work too. Make sure to use World Edit. Man, World Edit would be so useful. I love that right now. Okay, are we getting any stuff stuck down there? It looks like it's all kind of working out, actually. I think we figured out the water streams pretty well. We're not getting anything stuck over there. It's just kind of going back and forth a little bit. Everything seems fine. That's the thing about Guardian Farms. You kind of got to AFK at them quite a bit to really make sure that they're doing their job. Buy bigger trees from the nursery. Okay, so there are quite a few saplings here that are fairly large because it was vacant for a few years. So there's like several saplings that are like 6 feet tall. I transplanted a couple of those already. And then there's one that's like, I don't know if it can even be considered a sapling anymore, but it's legit like 12 feet tall. It's only like, you know, 3/4 inch diameter though, so I'm gonna try and transplant that. It's like right next to the garage though, so can't really have it right there. This might be a problem. Can we change that? Or is that just gonna stay a problem? I haven't really seen that before. Okay, let's fill that back up. Apparently that's just gonna stay a problem? I thought items floated. I don't want you losing items like that. How tall am I? Tall! That's all I'll say. Taller than you. I don't know. I don't know. I forget again. It's not something I really think about. The XP looks like Slither.io. It kind of does, actually, now that you mention it. A little bit. It's so cool looking. I'm so glad they finally fixed the bug of experience, because previously you couldn't actually see any of the experience. You just get the, like, little dings, and then it just, you know, gives you the amount. I think what we need to do is raise that up. And then let's get some signs, actually, because this isn't a problem on the other one. It just works. Why are you a problem? Stop it. You know what? Let's fill it back up. Stay filled up. Are you gonna be a problem now? No, it looks like that might have fixed it. Okay, is it completely full of stuff? Okay, cool. That did it. It's just too many blocks up there. And then, now it's still a problem. I guess it got picked up eventually, though. Also, we're not holding looting anymore, so that might also be affecting it. You're only 5'2". Why are you putting only in front of that? That's tall. What are you talking about? Looks so weird the experience fixed. It's so nice now. It's great. 6'3". Oh my god. You're short. Also, Kaz, aren't you supposed to be using metric? I thought Australia was better than this. 6'4". That's not even a real height. Well, for the most part, I mean, this seems to be working out pretty well, doesn't it? I've not got any real complaints about it. I'll do a proper rate test later, and then we'll have a tutorial out soon. TM. You're 6'7", finding shirts that are tall enough is a pain. I bet. Yeah, you gotta get like the ultra long. The one that goes down to like people's knees, who are like regular height. 6'7" though, dang. Most doorways gotta be a problem then, right? Jeez. Only 9'3". Yeah, I'm sorry. Not tall enough to ride this roller coaster. You're proudly 5'12". Hold up. Wait just a moment. I don't know. I'll do an age reveal at 750,000. That's the next reveal that I have planned. And then I don't know what you're getting for $1 million. Height reveal. I feel like age should be at $1 million if we're doing height. If we're putting height in the mix. Although nobody cares about height, right? So who cares? But age for 750. I'm trying to set goals for the channel now. I want to reach 1 million subscribers before we've been on YouTube for 10 years. So we got like 3 years to do this because we've been here for 7 years already. So yeah, we kind of gotta start gaining some subscribers. You want weight at $1 million? Bruh. Weight reveal. That's weird. I did set a goal for the channel this month. I wanted to get 2 green arrows in the YouTube, you know, dashboard, because they give you little arrows. There's one for views, monthly views. There's one for monthly watch time, and then the other one's monthly revenue. I wanted to get 2 green arrows because I was at 3 gray arrows for like the last, you know, whatever, long time. 3 down pointing green arrows. Very nice. Very good. But yeah, now I got 3 green arrows. Oh yeah, because I actually posted videos. That's what happens when you actually post content. Your channel does better. For $1 million, I better show my face. That's gonna be a 10 million. Obviously. But yeah, so I got 2 goals. I want the main channel to reach 1 million. And then I want the second channel to reach 100,000. Why? Because I want 3 play buttons, okay? I want to have 200Ks and 1 million in the middle. Because why not? It'll look good on my shelf. And Silent 2 deserves some nice things, okay? He's been at 25,000 subscribers for like a long time. I can check actually, because I write down mile markers. Because it's kind of fun. So oh my. Silent 2 broke 25,000 January 1st of this year. I don't know what he's at now. 25,300. Yeah, 300 subs in 5 months. Not that great, is it? 3 play buttons for symmetry. Exactly, symmetry. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Okay, well, I mean, this farm is pretty much done. I think I'd call this done. How's our experience? 70 levels. That's pretty solid. No nether mode. No shenanigans. Not enough storage. Everything's looking pretty good to me. Change my name to Loud Screamer. I've been considering changing my name to just Silent. This is all I ever go by. That's all anyone calls me anyway. There are a couple other channels that have the name Silent, though. So it wouldn't really be a good idea. I think there's somebody with like 1.3 mil that's got just Silent or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at it. What leg reveal at 700k? You're getting age reveal at 750. Okay, we're at 540 right now. We gotta crank it. Tell everybody you know to subscribe. Share the video, drop the like. Do the things. 8,000k. Leg reveal 8,000k. Let's go. 8,000k is a million. 8 million, yeah. The Whisperer sounds like The Walking Dead. Yeah, they had a whole thing. There's a screenshot from The Walking Dead, or a scene rather, because I watched the whole Walking Dead, and they like spray paint on the wall, "Silence the Whisperers." It's like, you literally stole my name. They had a whole thing. It's kind of cool. Lawsuit time. I know. They should have at least put my name spelled correctly, and then the YouTube icon, and then I would, yeah, then we'd be at 1 million. Trying to silence my whispers. I don't think so. Okay, so we're getting too many items for this little measly storage system. If we wanted to, I did the wrong game mode. If we wanted to do this right, and it seems like we're doing it pretty right, because that's pretty solid right there. For what this is, that is so good. That is so much experience. But if we wanted to do this proper like amount of storage up there, we would have to move the bubble column over, and it would have to go over by 2 blocks. So it would have to go to here. That we could have piece of water, flowing water, button, soul sand, bubble column. And that would actually be pretty fine. I'd be fine by that. That's probably what we should do, to be honest. And then that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives you 5 blocks of room up here before this starts happening. Silent. PSYLENT. That's great. The Walking Dead was a slow slide into self-hate. Like, why am I still watching this? You kept holding out for it to get better, but it just never did. Yeah, the last couple seasons there was definitely a bit dry. They had some good stuff though. I feel like they really had way too much Negan. Like, oh my god, can we just stop? We've had like 8 seasons of this dude. Somebody kill him. Just do it. Just do it. But yeah. And now they're doing a bunch of spin-off seasons of The Walking Dead. How hard will it be? Oh my god, words. How hard will it be to get cherry trees in a tree farm? Not very hard. I already have a tree farm for it, actually. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see the tree farm? Well, too bad. You have to wait for the tutorial. Oh, we need to move the lever up as well. I guess we're building up the water stream, so I'm not going to show you the tree farm, I guess. Hello, Shocks. How you doing? It's Minecraft, so I mean, you can do whatever you want, right? You can put the tree farm into a silent head if you feel like it. I don't think I can stop you. I don't know if I want to stop you. You want a tutorial? Well, that's gonna cost extra. That's an add-on. That's the premium subscription plus. That's right. This is a pay-to-win business model now. I don't know when the tutorial is gonna be, but soon, TM? Eventually. Eventually, that's the word I'm looking for. It's a premium feature, I guess so. Oh man, we ruined all the water over here. That's so sad. I feel bad for it. There we go. Oh, better. Water is self-healing. It's kind of cool. It's also very annoying at times. I miss playing the Lego games. I want to do it. I mean, ideally, I wanted to have the mangrove tree farm out a few weeks ago. That way I could release another video being like cherry tree farm. But it's kind of late to do that now, unless I put it out on Thursday, like I said earlier. But it's kind of late for that. It's already done. It already works. It's already designed. It's already tested to oblivion and beyond. And it works great. The last thing to do, and the only thing to really do, is to record it. But that's gonna take me like all day. I think it's legit gonna take like at least 6 hours. Just of recording. I'll be streaming June 7th for the update. I might be. I'll have a video out for it. I need to make a couple videos before it releases. I need to do a truly Bedrock episode. Yay! And then I need to do a couple other videos before 1.20 drops. So yeah, there'll be some stuff on the way. Got a bunch of stuff I need to do. I should probably be doing that right now, actually. This is gonna be weird. So do we want to just be like this, I guess? I guess that makes sense. That's fine. It's just kind of a double wall right here. Does it need to be a double wall? It does need to be a double wall. Well, then I guess we should push... I don't know. Like, we could have it going like this. Is that less worse, or is that more worse? Either way, we're gonna have a double wall. I feel like it should just go direct. Silly. Long time for recording. Yeah, well, I mean, I gotta like re-examine the whole farm, get a feel for how to build it, and then I gotta like make a bunch of world copies. I gotta figure out how to actually tear it down into its pieces, and I gotta figure out how to put all those pieces back together. And I gotta figure out how to do a tutorial on it in a way that makes sense. And then I have to like physically place all the blocks and tell you where everything goes and all the information about it. And then I got to do like, you know, the 4 or 5 minutes of intro time of video just to tell you everything about the farm. Right? So it takes a long time to do all that. And then once I actually do get done building it, I have to test it, make sure it actually works. And if it doesn't work, then I have to go back and re-record something. And then editing is going to take forever. With the big tutorials, though, editing isn't such a big deal. Because for the most part, all your clips, you just cut off the front end of it and any dead space. And then that's it. Because you can't really cut anything out. You need every single block. I do have a world download for it, but it's only for patrons right now. It is actually a premium add-on feature. That's in the patron Discord and the Super Spoilers channel. But there will be a download for it once I actually make the tutorial. I kind of want to push this water stream out by a block, just so we don't have this weird stuff right here. Aesthetics is an important part of the farm. Even if you have to make an arbitrary change, if it looks nicer, it's better. Nobody wants like a super ugly farm. Moving out this water stream by a couple blocks though might not have been the best idea, because now it's like not as symmetrical. I guess if you look at it from this direction, it's not so bad, but I mean, that's the main orientation over there. Just an axe. Here's your mangrove tree farm. Yeah, basically. Have fun. Bye. Come again. Yeah, I mean, you can design it however you want, but no one's going to do that. People need me to tell them how to do it. It's kind of the whole point of watching a tutorial, right? So you can just get told how to build the thing. At least for the mangrove tree farm, it is fully symmetrical. So it is just one thing. It's like one thing in all 4 quadrants. So once you've built one quadrant of it, you can build all 4 of them because they're all identical. Like all the cubers are the same. All the base redstone is the same. The only thing that's actually unique is, you know, the floor of it. That's actually this guardian farm done, so I gotta do the redstone lines, but whatever. Let's go take a look at the mangrove farm. Where is it? My world. We don't need this one anymore. Mangrove tree farm. You gotta be level 5 or tier 2 patron, $5 plus a month to see the super spoilers. So here's the mangrove tree farm. It's not as tall as I remember. I expected it to be taller. I did chop off like 6 or 8 layers, I think. So it looks intimidating, but I mean, this is just a cube maker. It's just a wall of pistons, basically. This in here looks intimidating, and it is a little bit, but it's not that bad. It's not really that bad. It's not really that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Listen, it has 3 different modes and it does every single tree, okay? And it's got 5 cube makers in it because reasons. Okay? Hey, if you had to record this, you'd be putting it off as well. Oh, it's you probably gotta scroll up. I mean, it's like it's been a while. Yeah, it might be pinned. I don't know. Right, so it does. We have one mode, so the farm gets turned on. Your bone meal dispensers get turned on. This is for mangrove, azalea, acacia, and the cherry trees. And then if you want to do mangrove, then you have to turn on the auto propagule dispenser. That one shoots out propagules because the trees don't actually produce propagules. You have to bone meal those. So we have a little propagule farm over here, and that just makes one every time you harvest a tree. Only when you're in propagule mode, I believe. It might do it all the time. I don't really know. I forget. And then we have another mode. This turns off some of the repeating functions of the farm, so it doesn't cycle as many times. It just cycles once. That was a pain to figure out. And it also speeds it up quite a bit. This is for birch, spruce, and jungle, and it can also do oak trees as well, but not the large oak trees. Not the large oak trees. Any single diagonal block that's placed inside this farm will completely ruin it, so don't do it. It's not worth it. But yeah, once you're in here, you just stand right here. You can either aim at the dirt, or you can aim right here, and then it grows a mangrove tree. And then that's it. And of course it breaks because I have it in the wrong mode. Not a great demonstration. Didn't break that bad though. Just a little bit. Yeah, it helps if you have it in the right mode. You don't actually need to turn it back on or off. So these are physical switches that physically moves a block into this to reactivate the circuit. And it physically removes a block right here to activate this. And it also physically removes this block. There's a lot of physical removing of blocks. It's like a very physical switch. Is everything all good? I didn't actually break anything, did I? That's all good. Okay, yeah, we good. Just make sure it's in the right mode. Yeah, as you see, it grows a whole tree. And then we got it down to a 2 cycle. So it's actually fine if there's a log right there. That's totally fine, because the tree will still grow. I got a command right now to remove the leaves, but you know, whatever. So you can actually see it. So yeah, it'll leave a block behind. That's fully intended. That makes the farm way faster. What a strange guardian farm. Don't worry about it. But yeah, look how nice this is. Ta-da! It's so good. And then you get all the roots and stuff as well. And you can use those roots for composting back into bone meal. This legitimately took like a full month to build. I was working on this for like 2-3 weeks. So y'all better watch this video entirely. Like to the end. Rates, it's like 20,000 in an hour, I believe. I haven't done full rate tests. I got to do that as well. But it works for literally every tree except dark oak. I mean, we can test out any tree that we want. Let's grab some azaleas and stuff. Just test out all this garbage. It works for cherry trees. Like, it's really good. Right, azalea. Or acacia, rather. That's a really tall acacia tree, jeez. Bam, acacia. Not a problem, fam. Not a single problem. And then it also does azalea. I don't know why you would do azalea, but you can do azalea. Because they grow basically the same as acacia trees. You do need to replace this dirt, though. Because it turns it into, you know, whatever. Rooted dirt. And then... was that it? Yeah, so you got your azalea, your acacia, and your mangrove. So that is the 2-cycle mode. That'll remove all the branches. For any tree that has branches. And then... we don't need a proper gill dispenser. If we want to do just like trees that don't have branches. It does like the tall jungle. So you can just let it grow up as tall as you want. Get like, you know, 12 blocks of jungle out of it. Most tree farms would limit the height of a 1x1 jungle. It's actually fine if it has a branch. I think they can get a branch in any of the cardinal directions. I don't think the 1x1 jungles have diagonal branches. I haven't really looked into that though, but I've ran in a bunch. It hasn't broken on these. And then you can get really tall spruce. Oh, it physically blocks you from planting more things when the cube makers are full. As you can see, the cube maker is actually full right now due to those lights being on. So there's a lot of safeties that went into this thing because you do not want this thing imploding. And it physically detects all 5 of the cube makers being full. So we have this one over here. This one takes out the extra logs because mangrove produces an extra amount of logs at these layers. This is where you get the roots and the logs like overlapping. So we take those out. That helps you run the farm for a lot longer. Obviously, it doesn't do much for the other wood types. But yeah, as you can see, this one got filled up. So as soon as it's filled, we detect it using this super simple trick with walls. So if anything connects to this, it updates all the walls going vertically down. They all change shape. So instead of being perfectly flat like this, they get that little bump right there. So it saves you a ton of redstone. And then we do that for all of them because depending on what you're farming, like acacia, you might have more going out to this side. And because we got it down to a 2 cycle, we're pulling a lot of logs out to that side, but we're also pulling extra logs out to this side. So we needed to add a detection circuit over there. And, oh, there isn't actually detections for these 2. Yeah, these 2, wait. There probably should be a detection circuit on this side, but as you can see, it gets, like, you know, way less. These 3, though, for sure. You're still building this. Glad to hear it. What if you want azalea leaves? Then you shouldn't build a tree farm that breaks all the leaves. It also does the oak. We can show that as well. You'll need to place in a piece of terracotta. If you can spell terracotta. What's the ugliest terracotta? Hold up. This one's pretty ugly. Ooh, magenta. Nah, that's too standard. Lime, though. Look at this. It literally looks like a lime. So you place it at the layer of the oak plank. It just goes directly above here. DJ Philly, welcome back for 7 months. How you doing? Right then. Do we have a command block over here to get rid of this? Oh, I used to. You know what? I'm not going to bother with all that right now. So these are also smart cube makers. They will fill up as much as they possibly can, and then they'll turn this off. And we also have a clever little detection circuit that pushes logs from this layer into here. If you're farming pure mangroves, this whole thing will still get filled up. You're not gonna have a weird gap like that. Have to find 4 gas chambers. Nah, you're not gonna do that for this. You would need so much circuitry, because look how tall these trees are, man. Go all the way up to there. You want to compress that down? Pain. And also gas are just pain. Right then, so we have a physical button down here that you have to press in order to reset it. And it physically stops the farm. So when the farm is full, it like physically stops everything. It turns off the clock, it turns off all the bone meal, it physically stops you from reactivating it, and it also powers this so that the detection circuit can't go off again, which is actually double prevented. Like there's redundancy because this is powered, and the thing that would power this piston is prevented, and then we also push up the block in the middle. There's 4 layers of prevention there. You can't go wrong. I mean, you probably can if you wanted to. And then I think there's another thing that we do as well. As you can see, there's like a lot of circuitry, and we really spent a long time doing this. I had to redo basically every part of this farm because this was sent to me by Firem. There used to be a sign over here. I think I might have had to break it when I was moving stuff around. But yeah, it's built by Firem, and he sent me a version 1 prototype. So this is their test world. They did a lot of work just getting the piston layout correct, but then I've gone through and I've touched every single aspect of this entire build. So it's the same concept, but it's basically entirely different at this point. So all the circuitry down here is mine. Before it was just daylight sensor based, and I think it still is daylight sensor based. I think. Forget. Yeah, there's daylight sensors underneath that minecart. That's basically the only way to reliably detect the trees, because you just detect the leaves. So if we put a leaf right there, it's not going to reactivate because I turned it off. Yeah, it's been very, very gone over. There really should not be anything that can break it. Also, you'll notice all my lovely command blocks just to clear the cube makers. Right, let's do an oak tree. It's also pretty bone meal efficient as well, to be fair. Like you'll notice with the mangroves, they grow really quickly. They don't really take that much convincing. I mean, they grow like so quick. I didn't even think that one grew, but it was like already there. Just a couple tries. Bam. Rubik's Cube maker, kind of. Hey, Noob Goose, welcome in. Yeah, really good stuff. Really, really like it. If I had the preview installed, I'd show you it in the beta for cherry trees, but we've tested that as well. And cherry trees grow in a perfect, like, you know, plus. They don't have any diagonal branches, so it'll work perfectly fine. Unless they change that. But yeah, if you want this for cherry, it would be a lot simpler because you make it, you know, like 8 layers shorter. And then you could get rid of like a lot of the redstone if you wanted to. It would still be the same basic farm. But if you only wanted cherry, for example, why bother? Build the whole farm. Get mangrove too. Pretty solid. A lot of good stuff in here. A lot of very good stuff. We had to really, really work over this. Oh yeah, this is the little circuit I was talking about. This detects whenever the wall moves in front of it. And then it'll push out just this little column right here into the extra mini cuber. You can see all my versions over here. I had to start tracking versions. Once we got to version 8, I was like, hold up, we're doing too many things here. We're doing way too many changes. So version 8, 4,500 blocks in all the cube makers. Refined redstone, cleaned up, made line symmetrical. It was quite messy before. It worked, but it needed to be cleaned up quite a bit. Removed excess blocks and pistons. Yeah, there's a lot of extra pistons in the piston walls that didn't need to be there. Version 9, redid the prop ecosystem. I've redid that like 12 times. There used to be a water system at the top to detect the trees growing. I was able to get rid of that. The counter systems got removed entirely. Again, all the old systems had to be replaced for reliability. More excess stuff got removed. Really pared it down. Like, this is quite a lot cheaper than it was before. Oh yeah, then we finally made it universal with, you know, sapling collection. There's no sapling collection before because, I mean, there's no saplings to collect. Made the farm shorter. That also really reduced the lag as well. Because the more pistons you have, the slower your game runs. And then rearranged cube makers. Yeah, it was kind of in a bad shape before. 1.5 cycle. Oh yeah, so I made it so that it had like 1 full cycle to get all the branches and then another half cycle of just one of the piston walls. I think that might still be included actually. Yeah, I think there is still a half cycle in here. So the first cycle, it runs all 4 of these piston walls to get all the branches. It's actually pretty cool. Let me show you how it works. We should probably put that back. It's actually really, really cool. So you can see how the pistons activate. Grabs all the branches, grabs all the inner branches, then grabs the core. So yeah, it's just a half cycle. And then we don't even need like the extra bits to grab this and push it over there because it doesn't affect the tree growth. It's so cool. It's like legitimately awesome. Really, really good piston layout from Fireroom. Oh yeah, we had to redo all that stuff. Redid the sapling and bone meal collection. I redid that bone meal system like 4 times, I think. 2-cycle mangrove. Redid the redstone. Redid things. Auto stuff. And then version 18, I haven't touched it. Version 18 is just like the final version. But yeah, that's my TED Talk on why the mangrove tree farm is a spaghetti mess. But hey, it really does work quite well. And the rates are great, and it's amazing, and it's got a lot of redundancies in it, and it actually has like enough sapling return for you as well. Not many saplings get lost in the walls. It's all just good. Yeah, you get more than enough saplings back on all tree types. I haven't tested cherry, but still. So the tutorial will be out on Thursday. When? What day is it? Hold up. I gotta go do something on Friday, which is after Thursday, and then I think we're having a Truly Bedrock meeting on Saturday. Oh, and we're gonna have a mod meeting on Saturday. Oh, and we're gonna have an event planner meeting on Saturday. My God. Saturday. Day of meetings. It's 3. I'm not getting anything done on Saturday. That's 3 hours of meetings right there. I guess we'll see if there's gonna be a stream on Saturday. Spaghetti farm. What music do I listen to? I don't really do music. Oh yeah, I gotta do the item categorizer tutorials too. Man, I got so many tutorials in the works. I just need to actually make videos. But anyway, that's about gonna do it for today's live stream. Meeting Saturday. We're moving up to double meetings, Liz. Saturday, Sunday. Hope you're free. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's live stream, drop a follow on the channel so you can see more of them in the future. Go subscribe on YouTube. Just posted a new video today and a few days ago as well. Join our Discord server. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch and TikTok. All the T's. And that's about it. Have a great night, everybody. We're going to end by raiding someone if there's anybody to raid. There isn't because we're ending, 20 minutes late. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be on Thursday, probably. Bye.